Normally, you wouldn't be sticking around um, if this was real life. You're going to be going to crash dive. You wouldn't be sticking around.
Rohr 1 geladen.
But yeah. And she's going down there. There she goes. Alright, so that's time for us to get out of here. We're going to go ahead and crash dive.
150 Meter.
You're going to get on the engines. You're going to go damage control.
Zu Befehl.
Okay.
70.
So now it's a matter of avoiding the escort's depth charges. I might just pop off a decoy here. See if we can sneak away. I want to make sure everybody has their breathing apparatuses. I thought everybody did, but I'm not sure.
120.
So, got 2 ships sunk. That's not a bad start. So we just brought her down to 150 meters. Silent running. Alright, I'm not sure. They might be dropping the depth charges on the sonar decoy. So we're just going to sneak away as much as we can. Just sneak away. Yeah, it sounds like they're throwing the depth charges at the sonar decoy aft of us there. As long as they don't reacquire us, we'll be all right. Again, that's not really a textbook attack, I don't think, on a convoy. If you have a corvette circling you, pinging you, and just that much activity on the top with the escorts, you're not going to stick around that, at periscope depth. Not without really getting in trouble, because they should have been able to see my periscope where it was.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
And reporting to the other escorts, destroyers, corvettes, whatever, and letting them know that they had us in their sights. Should have had us in their sights, and we would have been in big trouble then. But for some reason, they didn't.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
All right. So they got tired and they left us, and now we're going to get another chance here. See if we can get this this merchant here. Maybe not. We might not. Looks like they're turning pretty. Again, I don't know what's going on. Seems like the merchants have been really confused. Kind of gone all over the place here. So we'll see. Not sure what's going on. All right. Looks like we have a lone merchant that was passing. I don't know, passing through the convoy. I don't know what the heck was going on there. But we're gonna take this opportunity to see if we can catch it. Doesn't look like it's zigzagging. And let's see here. Yeah. So let's see what kind of ship it is here. Yeah, it looks like our explorer type. I'm gonna call that velocity 7. Course. A little bit there. Oops, distance here. And call it that. I feel like it's farther away, but oh. Of course they're doing maintenance on the torpedo, so maybe we won't. Or maybe we will. All right, they just finished.
Rohr 1, bewässern!
So let's go for it here.
Rohr 1, bewässern!
Los!
Okay.
Sekunden. 20 Sekunden.
All right, I'm hoping it'll hit. I feel like we might have missed it.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Yeah, I think we missed. I guess we missed. All right.
Der Aal ging daneben, Herr Kaloy.
Yeah.
Schneller, schneller!
All right. We were able to evade those escorts pretty easily. So we're, you can see that the convoy changed course. It seems like they, I don't know, they did a little loop and now they've changed course. We're going to try to get ahead of them. We are actually headed, there is another lone merchant, the one that we had seen previously that crossed the convoy's T. But we're going to try to get ahead of this convoy, get in position. I believe when we reported out the convoy that there's another U-boat that was headed in this direction. So we'll see if there's anything left, but there were a lot of escorts in that area. I'm surprised. Surprised they weren't able to catch us. But they, with sonar decoy, did its job. It kept them busy while we snuck away, and we're gonna give the crew time to rest and get ready for the next bout here. All right, looks like we're catching up to the lone merchant there. There's our convoy dropping behind us there. Once we dispatch with this merchant, we're going to go ahead and get in position for the convoy. All right, that's a British merchant. Looks like we're going to catch up to them. I don't see any guns on their deck, so that's good. We'll make quick work of her.
Alarm abgebrochen.
All right, here we go. Seems like a smaller ship. We're going to change the course. We're going to change our course here.
Kurs setzen.
I don't keep missing. All right. All right, come on. There we go. Don't mind my gunnery skills here.
Feuer an Deck.
All right. All right, she's pretty low in the water, but maybe looks like she's going down. Anytime now. Just help her along here.
Feuer an Deck.
Yeah, she's done for.
Höhenbruch, Sie sinken.
All right. There she goes. Alright, good job, crew. And we'll pick up some survivors and head on our way.
Jawohl, Herr Kanoy.
Alright, we're going to be getting in position to take care of that convoy. Finish off what remains of our merchants. If there's anything left, I'm assuming that our other U-boat that got called in when we reported this convoy, that they might have picked off some more merchants. So we'll see what's left. I'm hoping there's one or two merchants still left. But go ahead and get position here. All right, we managed to get ahead of the convoy. We have a U-boat that was following us right after we sunk that one lone merchant, and we're in a good position. We're headed straight for this convoy. They're headed straight for us. So it's just a matter of keeping out of the escort's way and sinking these merchants. Hopefully everything goes all right. We'll get in position here. I like to get inside the convoy if I can. I think later years you might have to attack from outside of the screen, the destroyer screen. It becomes harder to get inside later in the later years. Our escort there. All right. Okay. That's fine.
Rohr 1, bewässern! Rohr 3, bewässern! Rohr 1, bewässert! Rohr 3, bewässert! Los! Ei, ei, Herr Kaloy.
I apologize for the seems like my frames per second just taking big hits here. Yeah.
Rohr 5, bewässern!
Good hits, good hits. I hear him.
Rohr 5, bewässert!
Los!
Okay, they're going to start zigzagging. Let's see here. That's a Corvette there. We got there. Contact. Okay. There she goes. Yeah. Definitely would not be, looks like they're abandoning ship there. Ah, she's on fire from stem to stern. Pretty sure she's going to go down. Yeah, it looks like we missed on the that other torpedo, sadly. But not unsurprising, right? Okay. Let's try for this one here. What is she? We'll go ahead and say she's doing 7 knots. She's probably doing more, but yeah, here they come. Distance. Yeah, we hear them. Okay.
Rohr 2, bewässern! Rohr 4, bewässern!
Alright guys, let's make this it's a good one here.
Rohr 2, fertig. Rohr 4, fertig.
Los!
Alright. Alright, there she goes. One hit. Looks like I missed with the other one. That's alright. Is it me or does it look like her bow's broken there? It's just the way it looks, I guess. I know it's nice, you know, nice to watch them go down. Normally, like I said before, you wouldn't do that, not in real life. Yeah, her looked like her bow was broken there. So there she goes. Let's take her down.
150 Meter.
Take her down, Chief.
Meter. 60.
if they were pinging us,
80.
actively, I'd be going down a lot faster. I'm just going to take it slow because I'm hoping they don't know where we're at. One of the things I got to watch out too is I had to make a
90.
sharp turn to starboard because I don't want to run into the boat I just sunk. But you can hear the Corvette there.
110. 120.
We'll get ready for to
130.
launch some sonar decoys here, just in case they start pinging us. I wish there was a way to put all these people in the rack if they're not on watch.
Schiffsschrauben. Direkt über uns, Herr Galoy.
Yeah. If this was and I think realistically, realistically, the escorts would be actively searching. You'd be hearing active pings from all over. Somebody would, they would be, they might have their search patterns that they would be doing. But you would definitely hear active sonar just pinging away, actively looking for you. I really doubt that they would be using passive at this moment, because they want to find you. They're looking for you. So. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and give some of the crew a rest here. Our discipline is high, but I'm not too worried about damage at this moment. We're not past our test depth, and we're not being actively pinged. One ping, no worries. We'll see if they ping us again here. I'm just doing a little bit of reading some documents while I kind of look around. I'm curious what these are. They are some kind of electrical equipment, but I'm not really sure exactly. Somebody might be able to tell me what those are. I feel like they're some kind of generators. I don't know what. That looks like frequency something, but I have no clue. I honestly, I want to say that this is to me, this looks like like some kind of hydraulic pump, hydraulic systems. Again, I'm really not sure. I wouldn't expect it to be in the control room, but I don't know. And we've got the main pump here, supposedly, right? This is the main bilge pump. This looks like some kind of pump, but I want to say it's I want to say that it's some kind of hydraulic pump, but no. What I'm looking for is the refrigeration system. I'm kind of I'd say 70% certain that this is distiller, but I can't say 70% that this is the distiller. I wonder if the names are just placeholders, because maybe the nameplates there are just placeholders. But anybody have an idea? Just please feel free to, let me know. Hochspannung looks like it means high voltage. I thought maybe we would later talk about if this is the distilling machine, we'll talk about the distilling machine and refrigeration units on board the U-boats. But I wanted to wait till we didn't have to, just in case, wait till we are a little safer here before I start talking, because we might get interrupted. It's funny, just one ping and they were done. We'll see though. All right, a couple more pings. Those corvettes, they're dangerous. So we're gonna probably do some maneuvering.
präzise Koordinaten setzen.
Let's launch a bubble maker, sonar decoy. Yeah, so we're just waiting for that. Waiting for more activity from the Corvette. We launched the sonar decoy and haven't heard anything yet. Haven't heard any depth charges. I don't know how loud the sonar decoys are. If they're so. My understanding is they're not really loud. I always thought that they basically create a bunch of bubbles, and that's a change in density, and with in the water, and so what happens is it can fool active sonar into thinking that it's a big object like a submarine, just because of that change in density. But somebody can let me know. Somebody out there might know. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know.
Wasserbomben!
All right. Seems like they're launching some depth charges. Nothing that I'm worried about. At least not yet. All right. No activity. I think it's pretty safe to say that we've evaded those escorts. The sonar decoys seem to do its job. So we're good. We're going to secure from action stations, or from battle stations.
Alarm abgebrochen!
Give the crew a rest.
Ich halte es nicht mehr aus.
I feel like I wonder if there's how many. Is there a limit to how many officers I can put to sleep? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice if I can get one of those officers to get to sleep here. Well, Captain, he needs to rest. I think we're all good. Gives the order to the officer deck.
We're on the sea so long. I get sick of it.
I think probably give them orders to just head back to the patrol area. All right, handed some supplies off to 4 survivors that got left behind. Picked up some survivors. All full. I only have 8 space for 8 survivors, so I'm all full. The rest of them I gave some supplies to. So they should be all right. If they got a good navigator on their lifeboats, they should be able to make it back to land, I would think. So we're heading back to our patrol area toot sweet and go ahead and finish it off. I am currently, I think I'm out of torpedoes. I think we expended all our, well, no, I got one more torpedo left here.
Wir sind schon so lange auf See.
And a torpedo there. All right. And so, got 2 torpedoes left. So, think we did pretty good. A couple misses. That's to be expected, you know. But we'll rush. We'll get over to our patrol area.
Each day is the same.
All right. I thought I might talk about U-boat refrigeration system, and I don't know yet if this is the distiller or refrigeration system. That looks like some kind of air intake. I don't know what that is, but well, there is a refrigeration system on board, and I wish I knew where it was. I don't know if it's modeled on in this game.
Each day is the same.
And what I mean, you know, if they have it actually, if the refrigeration system is modeled or not, I don't know. So the refrigeration system, there's a refrigeration plant on board the U-boats and board submarines, of course. There's a couple things for refrigeration systems. One, we need it for keeping food cold, right? Food preservation, right? And producing ice. But it is also used. It's also used for maybe used for the ventilation systems too. I don't know if U-boats used it for ventilation systems. Possibly. So on board U-boats, there is a refrigeration system in the control room, which is in this area. And then there is a refrigeration chamber in the petty officer's room, and that would be here, I believe, somewhere in here. There's supposed to be a refrigeration chamber, and so I don't know where it is. Maybe it's underneath the bulkheads. I don't know. So the refrigeration unit. So they use a vapor.
Wir sind schon so lange auf See. Ich halt's nicht mehr aus.
It's a vapor refrigerating system, right? You have low pressure vapor, high pressure vapor, high pressure liquid, low pressure liquid. I mean, you know, so it's if you're familiar with vapor refrigeration units, you know, like your refrigerators, and it uses so the U-boats, they use Freon as the liquid, right? And so what happens is during the refrigeration process, that the refrigerant, which is the Freon, I believe they use Freon 12, but I'm not positive about that, for U-boats. The refrigerant, it passes through the liquid and vapor states, and what it's doing is it's absorbing heat, right? And when it's in the liquid state, that refrigerant, it picks up heat from what the things that are around it, right? The water or air or whatever, from the air that's in the space, and when it does so, it vaporizes, right? And that vapor carries that excess heat to another location where it discharges the heat, right? And when it discharges that heat, it reverts back to a liquid state. All right, and so you have you have a condenser, an expansion valve, then you have the evaporator, and then you have a compression pump, right? And it kind of goes in a cycle, basically. That's your basic system, right? All right.
Wir sind schon so lange auf See.
And so,
Ich halte es nicht mehr aus.
so really quickly, just a quick explanation. I told does that cycle, and so that refrigerant, when it picks up heat, when the liquid refrigerant picks up heat from what the air around it, from the space around it, it vaporizes in what they call the evaporator, right? Those big tubes that are kind of winding around, right? And that vapor goes to the compressor, and the compressor compresses it to a pressure at which the temperature is above the water flowing through the condenser, right? And so that compressed vapor then goes to the condenser, where that heat is transferred to some water, and it causes the refrigerant, the Freon, to condense, right? And so when it carries the heat to the condenser, there's a heat exchange, right? And it turns the Freon, condenses back into into a liquid. Sorry. So so that liquid, it flows down through an expansion valve, and that expansion valve then flows from the expansion valve to an evaporator, and so the compressor in the compressor, and so this looks like to me like a compressor, right? The compressor is air cooled, piston type of compressor, and so that's it's just a simple compressing machine there. And so
Diese Routine bringt mich jeden Tag das Gleiche.
That is kind of that's about it. I think for refrigerator. I don't know. I don't know that much about the refrigeration units. This is just
Diese Routine bringt mich Jeden
this is
Tag
just
das Gleiche.
this is just what I've been able to read about and doing my research. If you do get qualified, I don't remember them actually doing refrigeration units. They might, right? They might ask you how does that work. So you got to have a good understanding of at least enough that you can draw a picture of what's happening, right? And that's the same for any of the equipment. The hydraulic pumps, you gotta be able to draw a basic hydraulic pump, what it looks like.
The routine kills me. Each day is the same.
And you have to be able to show the valves, right? So if there's a valve somewhere that's on the equipment, you have to have the correct location. When you get qualified, and you draw that picture for your qualification exam, you need to be able to show, okay, well, this is this valve here, right? And there's a number for the valve and all that. And you got to have everything right. You just can't make stuff up. And probably not going to get away with it if you do, anyways. And so the distilling machine on U-boats, sorry, the refrigeration machine on the U-boats, like I said, U-boats, they were pretty compact, as we can tell. They didn't have like a mess hall like the U.S. World War II subs. They had like a mess hall. And these U-boats, you basically eat in your sleeping quarters there on the tables. So they were pretty compact. Not a lot of room. The refrigeration unit was pretty small, and it was just used to for the galley. You didn't have a big fridge in the didn't have a big fridge, right? And so I almost want to say that well, maybe I don't think it was this. I think this was just a storage room. I don't think this was the refrigeration, honestly.
Service in the Navy is our family tradition.
But the refrigerators on board U-boats was pretty small. On board U.S. the subs was also pretty small, but it was bigger than U-boats for sure, right? And so oops. I don't know if U-boats, if they cooled the air. World War II, the American submarines, they did use the refrigeration plant to cool the ventilation systems. But I don't know if German U-boats did. But anyways, that's just a brief look at the refrigeration units. I'd like to talk about the distiller probably next episode. I want to kind of space these out a little bit too, because this is sometimes a lot of information. Especially I talked about boot camp and stuff, and I think that was a lot of information, and some people don't, I mean, it's, some people care, some people don't. I mean, it's just talking about my experiences, I guess, and things that are going on, with when you go into to the Navy and boot camp and all that stuff. But if you're interested in the equipment on the U-boat, there are a lot of good resources online too, and that's where I get a lot of my information about U-boat equipment, U-boat machines, because I did not qualify on a U-boat, obviously. So I don't know that much, and it's been a while since I've been qualified on submarines too. I've forgotten a lot of information. Some information has been retained. I retained some information, but I couldn't tell you the valve numbers. I probably couldn't draw you a picture of the hydraulic systems unless I did the research again. But hopefully you guys, if you guys know more than I do, please let tell me, impart some knowledge. Let us know what you know. Give us information. Leave a comment.
Service in the Navy is our family tradition.
But all right, we'll go ahead and continue our patrol, and we got, like I said, 2 more torpedoes. We'll see if we catch any lone merchants out here. Plenty of deck gun ammo, so some lone merchants, that'd be great. All right, we found a lone merchant. Did a quick dive. Did a little sonar sweep and discovered there was a lone merchant hanging around. The Karl Henkel. Sounds German. So let's see what we got here. She's not British, so we're gonna have to do a boarding scenario here and see if she's a smuggler. She shouldn't be up this far, I don't think. If it's German, I don't think she'd be up this far. But we'll see. Okay, so is that yeah, I was gonna say Swedish. All right. All right. So we're gonna send a delegation to the freighter. She's flying a neutral flag, Swedish flag. So let's check her out. All right. All right, we're going to ask for the shipping documents, of course. Yeah, he's beginning to sweat. I like that. Port of Liverpool. Okay. Yeah. So guess what? He knew what was going on. We'll see what's in the cargo hold. All right, so we're going to go ahead and order the evacuation. We want to go to the engine room and plant the explosives. And there she goes.
Schneller, schneller!
All right. All right, we finished up our patrol. We managed to make complete the required distance. We have plenty of food on board, but just the 2 torpedoes. I'm gonna head on to the port of La Rochelle, but I'm gonna make kind of a circuit and see if I can catch any lone merchants or anything that I can grab on the way there using my torpedoes or deck gun. But definitely head toward home. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, here we are back at the locks of La Rochelle and finished our patrol. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please... Jeez. I put a hole in our boat, huh? If you guys like the video, please leave a like and feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Tell me about your experiences. Tell me, if you have some information about U-boats that you'd like to share, please feel free to share it. Let me know. I like to learn new things about the U-boats. Please share. And just tell me about your other experiences. If you're a submariner, if you've received your dolphins, or if you're still qualifying and you're watching this, you go ahead and feel free to tell the experiences. And we try to stay away from let's not have any stuff that's you shouldn't be sharing, obviously. But just your basic experiences. How hard do you think it was? How hard is it? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you having fun? What places have you seen? Have you been to Europe?
Auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
But anyways, thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And take care, and hope to see you guys next time. See ya.